Tak ještě si udělám čaj a pak začneme. Pak to zapneme. Začneme a zapneme.
Holy Roman Emperor had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole
Tak ještě si udělám čaj a pak začneme.
more than 7,000
Pak to zapneme. Začneme a
people
zapneme.
accompanied him on his last procession. Had a long and successful reign. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. When the emperor died, the whole
Tak ještě si udělám čaj a pak začneme.
But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Tak, dneska jsem přemýšlel, jakým způsobem pojmu stream. No a napadlo mě, že bych se mohl zdokonalit v určitých dovednostech, jako je paklíčování a boj. Takže jsem vymyslel, že nejdříve si vyzkouším paklíčování, poté co z přelámu paklíče znova nahraju hru, aby mi ty paklíče zůstaly, a potom se půjdu trénovat v boji. Jsou 3 minuty, 2,5 minuty do 9. hodiny, takže myslím, že asi nebude nic vadit tomu, když už spustím hru. Oni se možná ostatní ještě připojí během hraní, takže pouštím hru. No tak akorát do té 9. než se to nahraje. Objevil jsem se v klášteře a pokusím se najít nějakou bednu s lehkým zámkem. Samozřejmě, kde mě nikdo nevidí. A pokusím se začít trénovat na tom paklíčování. Protože to pořád ještě neumím a už si myslím, že je na čase se to konečně naučit. Už mám najít nějakou lehkou bednu, kde mě někdo nevidí, lehké dveře. To je hodně těžké, to ne. Tak, tady byly takové dveře. Taky těžké. Nějakou bednu by to chtělo, lehkou. Snadné, tak. Vážení přátelé, nastal historický okamžik, kdy se pokusím naučit se paklíčovat. Kouknu, kolik mám paklíčů. Mám jich 10, takže mám 10 pokusů. Jak jsem říkal, pak hru nahraju znova. Takže já bych měl najet kurzorem té myši do tile místa, kde se to zezlatí. A teď bych měl ale už začínám tušit, jak to funguje. Výborně! Heuréka! Naučil jsem se paklíčovat! Mám radost jak malé dítě. Tak to snad nebudu ani znovu nahrávat. Louč, lopata, obvaz. Obvazy se vezmu určitě, ty potřebuju. Lopatu mám na koni. Takže jdeme to zkusit ještě jednou. Takže budu přece jenom loadovat. Jsem to uměl. Ty brďo. Zdálo se to tak jednoduchý. Výborně. No to půjde časem. Zrovna tam nic není. To je smůla. Ale zvýšila se mi schopnost paklíčování. Se každopádně hodí. Ještě by to chtělo někde procvičit. Hej, taky je snadné. Sakra. Už nemám pak klíče. No. Řeknu vám nic jednoduchého, to není. Ono prší. Nezdá se mi. Dobrá. Už se pojďte nemocné. A dám jim nějaký obvazy. A pak se půjdu cvičit. Neboli trénovat v boji. Najíme se.
God save you, Henry.
What the...
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family. I'm poor.
Henry.
It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian can set on us.
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
No, tak to bude určitě kostival, proto ti dojdu, neboj.
The world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium, anything.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nepotřebuji na to ani herbář, jo, abych pravdu řekl. Prostě ti skočím tady k bratrům pro bylinky. Pro kostival.
Good day, Henry. Henry, I'm glad you came.
Vezmem dva.
Good day, Henry.
Hopefully I have what you need.
God save you, Henry.
Greetings, Henry.
Thank you. With any luck, I'll soon be feeling better, if you find the time. Stop by to see me in a few days.
Huh? Why are you waking me?
You look alright.
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the humans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing. I've got bandages, so I can take care of it.
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
I can do it myself.
I thought you were a blacksmith.
A long time ago. But unfortunately, I've had to learn a thing or two about the art of medicine since then.
Well, fine then.
These wounds have been well taken care of. Everything here is fine. These wounds have been well taken care of. He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka.
Hi! How are you, Henry?
Pak Johanka. Johanko. Kde je Johanka?
May the Lord
Johanka je krásná.
rightly know.
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale. He doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg, a bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God, there has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
Well, I can try. I'll straighten his leg.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well, fine. Try it then.
Ty brďo, tak to bude hustý. Budeme rovnat kosti. Au.
Are you holding him firmly?
Aye.
Dear Mistress Johanka, I come again in admiration of your selfless dedication. I would like to invite you to a fine banquet at my palace. You certainly have earned some... What business have you here, fellow? Who let you in?
I'm taking care of the wounded, as I'm sure you're aware.
Ah. Well then, run along and take care of them, and let me talk to Johanka. You're not needed here.
Johanka doesn't need anything from you. Good man.
You will talk to me in an appropriate manner, you maggot. Understand?
I talk to everyone the way they deserve.
Nobody's going to talk to me that way. Lock him up for the night and let him learn some manners.
Aspoň jsem řekl, co jsem chtěl. Nepodrobil jsem se. Takovýmu zmrdovi. Mám nějaké postihy. Mám nějaké úkoly. To mi povězte. Kudy se jde k tomu kostelu pitovému. No, tudy.
Be off now. You don't belong here.
Člověk nemůže prohlídnout ani kostel.
What do you want here? Go and play your games somewhere else.
Idiot.
Something happened?
Hey, who's there?
Something happened.
Who's there?
Hezký to tam mají. Ale nepustí mě tam. Čím se bojovat? Výborně. Potřebujeme žrádlo pro klášter. Kolik máme toho žrádla? Máte zvěřinu, co? Tak nevím. Osmdesát z 10, výborně. No. Aha. Sakra, musím dát něco na koně. Tak to máme na koně, no. Mám 10. Jak to, že se to v tom koni vždycky ztratí? Ten kůň sežral nebo co? To je divný. Už jsem z toho po několikátý. Ty vole, jsem měl pašíka a mám pred. Ach jo.
Hey, Henry, come to see us.
Je pašík, ale to mě nedovolí asi porazit. Máme se, porazíme krávu a bude to. Tak, máme masa. Už ani nemůžu jít. Opravdu hodně masa. Je sranda. Ti si vesmír, nebo já tam nikdy nedojdu. Co to? Z toho si nic nedělejte. Vyrovnávají jádra.
Henry, I'm glad you came. Welcome, Henry.
To uvařil všechno. Wow. Kam to mám donést to maso?
And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to...
How long have you been?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much late.
And what do you do here?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, sometimes I have to hold the patient down.
Do you know anything about...
A little. I can manage the basics.
Thank you.
What do you want?
I see you look much better.
No, I feel much better. Then I heard it was all down to you. Thank you. If you ever need to know about anything that's going on in Chassau, come and see me. There's nothing much happens here without my knowledge. Thomas,
Be a
my
bit
name.
more careful.
I'm not needed here. I brought some meat.
Thank you, Henry. Rich food will definitely help.
Tell me more about the situation here. All right, that's all I need to know. That custodian Sebastian is really obnoxious.
He can be unpleasant, but in his own way. I don't know.
You can't be serious.
What's that supposed to mean? At least he was here, unlike you, the whole time. And anyway, mind your own business.
I'm not needed here.
Christ above!
What are you making such
A fuss? Because of my leg, hurts like fuck. And with everyone else...
Maybe I can make...
Oh, for God's...
You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time...
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own...
If that were bad, I shouldn't talk like that.
Why are they so badly provided for? How is that possible? You're the
But I have no say in how much. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions? Can't you do anything?
Unfortunately not. The brothers and the custodian.
I can't believe your conscience lets you leave us.
I know. I'm
Even so, conditions here are...
You're not the only...
Would you teach me more about...
Certainly.
I'm interested in more of Bard's techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn them?
Well, I'll think it over. How about some potion to induce heavy sleep?
Certainly. The old reliable.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good sleep. And sometimes that's the only way to get one. I'll show you how.
Thanks.
God be with you, Henry.
Ještě mám nějaký knížky v koni, ale on se tam všechno ztrácí, co se jedím do koně. číst, ten nedá číst, spát, ten ne.
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly.
How are you, Henry? God be with you.
What happened to Philip?
Philip?
He's unconscious.
Ah, I didn't know that. When he first came, then he got worse and worse until he lost consciousness.
What happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong.
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away if he got poisoned.
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able.
And where is he?
You know he left Skalitz years ago. If you believe the stories about a wild...
Přestane se hrozně přejím. To jídlo budu muset vyhodit. Nebo dám na koně, no. Tím se zase ztratím. To je lepší, že tady hodím a nechám ho na pospas. Co s ním, no? S tím nespavcem to...
How are the wounded from Skal?
Some of them, others are done. It's a good thing we have.
So you don't know?
Well, there were.
If only it had been.
You were there?
How can I help?
Have you talked to Johann?
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith.
Come and speak to me.
What do you think about the...
Baron von Berg? And the last time I saw him was when
I heard he's been here a lot lately.
Well, that's true. He comes to visit Johann.
How can I help?
Have you talked to you?
I did.
Well, if you know something...
That's true.
Come and speak.
Thank you.
Mohl prodat to maso. Si ho všem chtěl.
My respects to you.
What have you done? Did you kill him?
Me?
I didn't kill anyone.
What are you doing here?
I'm travelling the province in the service of Sir Radzig.
Right. And I'm Sir Divish's Chamberlain. I've got a funny feeling about you.
I'm relieved to hear it. We'll just have to report it to someone. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about it.
Co tohle za blinky? Řeka nebo co? Kde je? Není to nikoho hledám.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
I see there's not much going on around here.
Quite so. All by myself. All the others were either...
I'm sorry to hear that. And what's keeping you here, alone?
My older brother ran away with the wandering players. So when our father was on his deathbed, he made me...
I can see you took your vow seriously.
I did.
The humans.
If it were humans, I'd grab an axe and that would be that. But a week, they begged me for food, and mark my words, they weren't taking no for an answer. If they'd been just a...
There are gangs like that around, true enough. I saw the mess they left behind.
It was horrible. People tried to find shelter in the church, but them dogs...
Where did you hide?
By the grace of God.
And I don't see your family with you.
No, no, it takes better man than them to track me down.
Do you think folk will ever go back to their homes?
Oh, I don't know about Scallets, but the folk here are sure to want to come back.
Do you mean the priest?
Indeed. When the land's at war, noblemen fight to protect their property. But simple folk want someone...
Of course. But it was the Scallets parish priest who ministered here, wasn't it?
He did. But there's been no sign of him since the attack. Or at least he's definitely not in Rattay among the refugees.
That's true enough. I didn't see him there.
But if you're interested, young fella, maybe you could help us find the priest we need here.
I can always ask. But I've really got no idea where to start.
I can help with that. A few years ago, there used to be another priest in Scallets. Simon, I think his name was.
Simon? Father Simon, I remember him. That's the one who went missing, right?
Aye. I don't want to spread rumours, but they say he was in love with his housekeeper. And then she died somehow, poor thing.
That's not a story I've come across.
It only reaches folk who care for such tales. Well, to finish the story, Simon left the parish and ran away. You know that already. There was neither sight nor sound of him for a long time. Until this spring, he showed up here.
And what's he doing here?
That's just it. People say he's...
All right.
I couldn't tell you exactly, but you could start by talking to that girl's parents.
I'll go and see what they have to say for themselves.
God go with you, lad, and I pray you find him. If some heathen stabs me in my sleep...
Don't worry. I'll bring someone.
Want to earn a bit of coin? There's nothing to it. And it's safe as houses. Now! Now!
Blood will be spilled. Is that all you've got?
Who's there? Answer me.
Is something the matter? Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
It may sound strange, but I'm looking for Simon, the priest.
Father Simon? I last saw him when he was paying me damages. That was back when Mary was still with us. If you want to know something, ask the wife. I don't have the time or the will to talk about that man.
I understand. Thank you. I'm looking for the priest, Father Simon, and I heard you might know of him.
Simon? What do you want him for?
I'm looking for the priest who used to take care of St. James, and the locals tell me they saw him around here.
I don't know if I can help you there. He'll never go back to his parish if you ask me. Very well. What is it you want to know?
What went on between Simon and your daughter?
Nothing that hasn't happened before. Our Mary was his housemaid in Skalitz. She was pretty, very pretty. And he was young, and so things went the way they do between comely young folk. She came back home one day, heavy with child.
Yes, these things happen. What can you do?
I said as much. I was just glad our girl was provided for. Only she never had the chance to hold that babe in her arms. She didn't live through the birth.
I'm very sorry.
Such is a woman's lot in life. Men die in battle, and women in the arms of the midwife.
And what happened to Simon?
The poor man. He took it the worst. He was sure God's wrath smote Mary for her fornication.
That's rubbish. People lie together out of wedlock all the time, and God never smites them down.
That's just what I told him. But it's hardly my place to lecture a priest. And who knows? Maybe he was right. The Lord moves in mysterious ways. He was overflowing with grief. He barely spoke, didn't eat, refused to take a new housemaid. And then, one fine day, the presbytery was deserted. It took a good season before another priest came along.
Where can I find him? He's said to be wandering around here somewhere.
I heard that too, and I'm inclined to believe it, even though I haven't seen him myself.
How come?
After our poor Mary went to her rest, we used some of the money he'd paid us to put a cross up by the roadside. And lately, there's been wreaths of comfrey turning up next to it. I don't take them there, nor my husband neither.
You think Simon does?
Who knows? Maybe it's a miracle. I could believe anything. But there's not been fresh ones for a while, so perhaps he's moved on elsewhere again.
I see. Can you tell me where that cross is?
Certainly. There are settling tanks for the mines to the west of Skalitz. On the hill above them in the woods, there are several paths. Mary's cross is by one of them, close to the brook.
All right, thanks. I'll be going.
Very good, then. And if you do find him, let him know that we have no hard feelings.
I'll tell him. This must be that cross. Mary's mother was right. Someone did lay flowers here recently. I should have a look around and see if there's comfrey growing anywhere nearby.
Over that hill. And that, my friend, is a castle. And as far as I know, the lord of it is pretty unforgiving. What am
God be with you, Henry.
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I've come for the priest. Simon.
There's no one here called that.
There is. Do you take me for a fool?
All right. Maybe there is someone here. What of it? We're not going anywhere.
I don't know. Imprisoning a warlock can be a dreadful mistake.
What do you want about? Didn't you say he was a priest?
He is, but he's also a warlock, a master of the dark arts. Do you think normal priests go hiding in the woods?
No, but...
Exactly. So if you don't want your eyes to boil up from the inside, your nose to turn into a twisted root, and your tongue into a toad, you'd better start to run. Now!
No, of course. No, we don't want that. We're very sorry. But if...
No ifs, no buts. Clear out of here.
Fine, fine. Just take it easy now. Hey! Watch it!
Are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Oh, what happened to those wretches?
They're skulking around here somewhere.
Good God! Couldn't you scare them off somehow? I'm afraid they'll be back.
I'll see what I can do.
Just don't hurt anyone. Oh, thank you, my son. I was beginning to fear I'd never get out of here alive.
Times are hard when brigands roam the land and attack the defenseless.
But they didn't attack me. I saw them raiding birds' nests down by the path, so I took pity on them.
Which makes what they did all the more loathsome. That's no way to repay a good Christian's hospitality.
And to whom do I owe my salvation?
My name's Henry. You may remember me. I'm the son of the Scalit's blacksmith.
Your face does seem familiar. But listen, Henry, I can't help feeling you didn't stumble across me by accident.
It's true. I've come to ask a favor of you.
Me? What on earth could I do for you?
I need you to go back to St. James. The folk there need spiritual guidance, Skalitz is a burned-out shell, and many have died in St. James. They need a priest. Any priest.
I understand, but I have to disappoint you. I gave up my calling. Instead, I've given myself over to repentance.
I know your story, Father.
Then you know what I'm guilty of.
Yes, and I don't want to try to make light of it. Your conscience is your own affair, but I know that deep down you're a good man.
You don't know what you're saying. You don't know me.
But I know what you did. Many priests break God's commandments willy-nilly and aren't the least ashamed.
That doesn't absolve me of my sins. God's law is set, no matter how often it's violated.
You're certainly right, but the people need you. And forgive me for being blunt, but while you can leave the presbytery if you choose, it doesn't absolve you of your duty to Christian folk.
But I'm a sinner. I'm not fit to guide anyone. I'm unworthy to do so.
Priests, bishops, monks, abbots, they're all sinners. Even the Holy Father himself is a sinner. You've done your penance, and now your people need you.
You're probably right. It is my duty. At least for a time, until they find someone better.
As you say, once things are back in order, there'll be a new priest at St. James, and you can leave if you want.
All right. I'll take what I can carry and go back to St. James.
Thank you. Your parishioners will be very grateful. I need help with treatment.
And what's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing. But Philip from Skalitz is dying. He's lying in Sasau and won't last long.
Slowly now. What happened to him?
Nobody knows much. He's not wounded, but I heard he was hiding from the Cumans for days in a pile of carcasses.
The Lord have mercy. The living should never lie with the dead. His intestines must be purged, but even then he's in God's hands.
How do I clean his intestines?
It might surprise you, but you'll have to give him alcoholic spirits. The purest you can get your hands on. The best is distilled from Artemisia. It'll make him a bit delirious, but it'll help. I'll show you how to prepare it.
Tak. A teďkon jdeme za farářem a ten by nám měl ukázat, jak připravit, jak tvořit pelínku na vyčištění střev Filipa, který se zřejmě nakazil, když se schovával před kumány mezi mrtvolami. Mám ho oslovit, nebo mě někam dovede? Oslovit nejde, tak půjdu s ním. Tak co pak mi ukážeš, všemožný Otče? Krásně potůček. Umyl si s nohy, aspoň ti nebudou smrdět, Otče. Kam půjdeme? Má to konce? Nebo jsi nějak divně naskriptovaný? A když tak už běž ještě. Nebo usnu, běž. A mráčit, nebudu ho mračovat. Ne. Otče, Otče. Otče, Otče, bratře, blbče. Kam jdeme? Pelíněk, no. Nemůže být pelíněk. Jo, díky za upozornění šenováku, trošku si stáhnu mikrofon. Akorát nevím jak. Vystáhnu ten mikrofon. Jak já bych stáhnul ten mikrofon. Rád bych ho stáhnul. Teď mi utek otec. Blbec. Uprčit kam šel. A jsem v hajzlu. Ty vole, kam šel ten debil. Kde je? Ty vole. To všechno kvůli blbýmu mikrofonu, který stejně nejde stáhnout. Prostě já budu klidně řvát, ale prostě stáhnout nejde. Protože bych musel tady pokročilé nastavení grafiky. Ne, nastavení grafiky, okno dáme. Tak a teď se dostanu na mikrofon možná. Jo, konečně. Tak, teď by to mělo být o něco lepší ten mikrofon. Zmizel ten pitomý otec. Tak, teď vůbec nevím, co mám za úkol. Sežem pro Filipa. Jak najít toho faráře, to mýho. Zase najdu, někde ztratil a Pěkně zamýšlený, že ho nemůžu najít.
Well, now, what's that falling out from under some rock? Alarm! Raise the alarm! Watch out! Alarm! Get over here!
Aby ten idiot na mě nemohl počkat, ty vole. Fakt demence, ty vole. Já to kašlu, já se asi dojdu vyspat. Já jdu zpátky do kláštera, já to seru. Třeba půjde ten lektvar uvařit jinak. Čím blinkář řekne.
God be with you, Henry.
Teď chrápe.
God save you, Henry. What the?
Co je? Ženováku. Hra uložena, výborně.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Jo, poraď mi, prosím tě.
Thank you.
On mi neporadí, ty vole, to je zmrt.
Do you need any more help?
You can't afford to buy...
We have some new...
I'm not much...
I should imagine not. But you won't be doing any teaching. Just helping me put together...
That sounds easy. I'll be right back.
Don't be so sure. Some of the herbs are shy little things, prone to hiding from sight. When you've collected one of each, come back for your reward. One more thing. Bring me some old book or other. We'll scrape off the old ink to make a palimpsest, and use the blank pages for the herbarium.
An old book? Very well.
Starou knihu, kde ji mám vzít?
Welcome, Henry.
Tak, pak tady máme A. Můžeme se promít s nápravníkem. Aby uvolnil víc financí pro raněné ze skalice. Kde pak máme toho debila, už mě dneska dal zavřít jednou. To kokot všech kokotů, ale co mám dělat, že potřebuju? Mám tady A. Jdeš někoho.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
God be with you.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to ask...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
Sometimes. A little.
That's good. Excellent. Johanka means a lot to me.
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Maybe because of Johanka.
What precisely are you getting at?
Something could happen to her too, someday.
If any ill befalls my dear Johanka, she won't be left lying on some grubby floor. I'll personally see to it she's taken care of.
Because I'll pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off. Is this enough?
More.
What do you say to this?
That's not enough.
Yes, these things happen, certainly. And as long as the monastery needs my protection, they'll have to put up with it.
Ty vole, to jsem ho hodně ukecal. Dobře.
What? What the?
Kopřivá pampeliška, tak jdeme na to. Kopřiva. Pampeliška. Co dál? Šalvěj. Šalvěj to prostě nevím, jestli roste. Prostě kostival, ale vyroste šalvěj. Braní oko mák, máta. Hliněk, výborně. Taky budeme potřebovat. Aktualizován. Mám si tu šalvěj pitamovou. Nic. Co je tohle? Tohle se nedá utrhnout. Dám ještě jeden peliněk.
How are you, Henry?
Války jsem ještě nebyl. Wow, co to je tady? Stráže.
God be with you, Henry.
Má se ale chce jí obejít. Je hustý. kde já bych sehnal? Já jdu ještě tady do
Henry,
tím
I'm
šaškem.
glad you came.
I've got those herbs you wanted.
Let me see if you have everything. Are you trying to waste my time?
Bylo dobrý. Peliněk. Peliněk. Ještě to moc nechápu, ale pravdu řekl.
Just my luck to get stuck here with all the
Hey!
criminals.
Henry's come to
Men
see
like
us.
Thomas and Pavel are probably
Be a bit
playing
more
dumb
careful.
with the battlements.
Bude problém ten ta šalvě. Další mák máme tady. Šalvěj, zraní oko, přezálka, tyva, rulík, kozlík. Měsíček. Bodlák, tak to nevím, kde je. Bodlák jsem se seženil dobře. Přezálka, výborně. Šalvěj, výborně. Máme šalvěj, co nás bylo ještě? Vraní oko, světlík, rulík, kozlík. Kozlík. Vraní oko. Vraní oko, rulík. Vraní oko, rulík. Nevím vůbec, jak vypadá vraní oko. A pak máme vraní oko na divoko. Měsíček. Co to bylo? Světlík, výborně. Tak nám zbývá už jenom vraní oko. Bodlák vím, kde je. Rulík a vraní oko. Tak rulík ještě. Bodlák. Měsíček. Bodlák. Paličko máme. Myslím, jak vypadá to vraní oko. Já si to asi vygooglím normálně. Vraní oko. Aha. Má takový velký listy a to bylo rulík. Nevím. Nic takovýho. To nějak vypadá ten vraní oko, to je třeba podobně. Tyhle listy. Jo, už se to zranil nohy. Či zakrvácím. Jsem tolik naskočil, ne?